So, and Sharon, you can also mute the others. I've made you co-host. That'd be great. So then we're going to look at the launch summit. So Sharon and I, we had this idea, hey, why don't we do like a 3-day summit where we really make like, you know, a lot of buzz around the whole thing, and then showcasing you as like the portal contributors, and we can run like mini webinars over the 3 days. So I'll talk a little bit more about that. And then you have the opportunity to book your slot to be a speaker on that. And then we have a little promo plan. Obviously, we want to help you also get this out. And, you know, we don't want you to kind of sit there thinking, how can I promote this? I don't know what to write. We now actually have a social media manager as well, which is fab. So if you go onto LinkedIn, you will actually see the kind of amazing stuff she's been doing already. She's already put some great messages out there. We have banners that are now logoed as well. So there's a lot of stuff that we can share from there as well. Then I'm going to talk about next steps, and then we'll go into the LinkedIn training. So firstly, the portal audit. So this is how, this is my little list, okay? Please just message Sharon if you say, hey, this is not true. Like you will see there are people that are sort of in orange there, they're still missing something, okay? So either it's like they haven't paid the deposit yet, and then you probably ask, oh, what's this and how do you do this? So message Sharon if you know that's the case, so we can kind of give you some more information about that. And then the deposit is only £47, so don't worry. It's just literally to get your sales page up, because we're going to pay a web designer to get everyone a sales page set up, so and with an affiliate link, so that you can actually do a good job in getting those commissions. And then the content side of things. So there's some people who haven't done anything, so you will see, you know, both no's in both deposit and content sections. So you will probably know what you need to do. If you are looking for the information, so the next steps, obviously, for the people highlighted in amber, would be download that template here. And I will send this out to everybody, so you can actually go into the Facebook group. So we have a working Facebook group, and I've actually taken quite a bit of time to actually put everything into the files section. So that direct link goes to exactly this new template. And when you open this template, you see a Word document, and it tells you how to get started and all that, right? So some of you who've not actually or just started as a contributor, you will have to go through all of the sections. But then you ladies who've already put some content to us like last year or earlier on, you can actually just skip section 1 in essence, because here we have an example. Like here's Elaine's wonderful example, you know, and this is how it will be in the portal. And then you just scroll through. And again, this is all example. And then it says, oh, here now is your turn to, you know, put that text in and what we need. These are so 7 things we'd like to have, like a title, topic, photo, background, about your story. What's your program going to help and how, introduction to the components. So if you have videos, PDFs, all that kind of stuff. And then you put all the video links in as a YouTube link. Any PDFs you can actually drop into the Google Drive. So again, the Google Drive, I'll show you where to find that too. But for those that have already done this section, so we have new sections here, which is section 2, which is basically, hey, we'd love you to actually create a promo script and a video that literally says, hey, I'm so-and-so, and this is, I'm a contributor, you know, and don't say it's the Women's Empowerment Portal, by the way. Change that, because it's going to be just the empowerment portal for men and for women. So let's not specify women and men. If you have women specific stuff, we will actually create like the area women's only. So let us know if you need your stuff to be in there. So, and then, you know, Emma, for example, says here, I'm a transformation therapist coach and so on, and I specialize in doing this, that, and the other, and I'm super excited to be part of the portal. It gives me the opportunity to share my knowledge and inspire others. So here you really have an opportunity to say what you do, who you help, and this is great then also over video. So that's why I'm making you write the script first, then you can just do a video like on a Zoom and record yourself just saying that. It shouldn't be more than a minute, maybe a minute and a half, maximum 2 minutes of talking, just a really short and snappy video, so that we can put that right on the top of your page, so people will get straight away what you're doing and why they should be going through your course. We can also use this script and the video on various sales pages, on social media. So again, we can really help you get out there even better. So we have that information from you. Okay, so that would be section 2. And yeah, so step 2 here is obviously make a video and then put the YouTube link in here and then send it back to us basically. Step 3 here is testimonials. So it would be amazing, again, if you could add some testimonials from your previous clients onto your page, and potentially, you know, if you can use some of it also on a sales page, again, that would be much more powerful to have that as well. Ideally, you know, if you can screenshot some stuff, because some people actually, you know, send you things on social media, and then if you have the permission, you could actually put the screenshots in here as well. So just put them in here. Or if they are some sort of pictures, you can just put it onto a Google Drive. So you will have your own Google Drive folder. And if you don't have that yet, you can make your own, and I'll show you how to do that. And then section 3 is potentially, you know, some of you have been on a webinar already. So, you know, we already given me some of this stuff. Like, you know, we would do a webinar. And this is now especially important when we are doing the launch summit in July. I actually need all this stuff again. Either you go and dig out the things we've done before and you just plonk it in here and then make sure it's in there so that I can, you know, write that registration page. I can do social media promos and, you know, introduce you as speakers and all that. So this is why we need, again, a photo, a short bio, maybe like 50 words, like really, really short. Your job title, your topic title. So what are you going to talk about? You'll have about 5 to 7 minutes on the summit to actually, you know, talk. Okay, so it depends how many people will have in one session. So I'll be looking at maybe having about 5 people in one session. I'll talk about this in a minute. And then maybe 3 bullet points that you will be covering during the webinar. As I said, I know like Laura's been on webinars before. Maybe you want to use the same bullet points, Laura. It's just put it in here, and then we just got that. And then we can actually then also send a newsletter out and say, you know, Laura spoke about X, Y, and Z, or is going to speak about X, Y, and Z. So here is an option, like a field, like write a newsletter feature, which is brilliant because we can always dig that out again in 6 months' time. We can send that out again and feature you in a newsletter. So the amazing thing, like you have an example again. This is again Elaine. So she has a banner. Would be ideal if you had a banner too. Otherwise, we can use your picture, and then just, you know, talk about a bit of background. And then here are 3 tips that I wanted to share around X, Y, and Z. Number 1, number 2, number 3. So here you have a bit of an example. Okay. Now it's your turn to write the newsletter. Once you've done all of this, then obviously the last thing is to take this checklist. You click on this checklist, and this is where you will get to a place where you can tick, yeah, I've done this, you know, or you should have everything from me. So also, I've read the agreement. So there's a bit of an agreement there. That's here. All of the stuff is in the Facebook group as well, okay, in the files section. And if you want to know what is this agreement about, I actually even made a video collaborators agreement. So it's just a little bit of an outline as to, you know, how do you work together and how does it work with the commissions and all that kind of stuff. So nothing fancy pantsy. It's just, you know, like, you know, that we don't download each other's information and spread it without permission and, you know, the usual stuff. So if you click on it, what I just did is basically I clicked on the 3 dots here. So you can go to see original post, and it will actually open up a little window. And then here you see the agreement as a PDF version, but there's also an explainer video, like a minute or something, that talks you through the terms and what that would mean for you, okay? So, and then there's other files in here, like the welcome pack. So if you're completely lost how to actually fill out this template, so the template is here, is the Word one, right? If you're completely lost, you go to see original post. And then here is a walkthrough video if you click on this link to show you what you actually do, okay? When you go to discussion, and I think it's on the announcement post here, update all relevant documents plus video instructions are now in this file section. I made even a little kind of right, okay, you know, if you're just completely new, step 1, join the group. Step 2, go to the files. Step 3 is here underneath, you know, do this, and number 4, 5, 6, and so on. And I even explain, if you press those 3 dots, you're going to open up and see the original file, so you actually see all the other videos and stuff like this as well. Now, if you don't have a Google Drive folder yet, you have, I should have emailed you, so please find that. If you don't, you just click on this link, and it opens up just a kind of tab here. And basically it has all templates in there as well. And so Carol already made her own folder. Literally, you make your own folder, you press new folder, and then give yourself a name, and then you create that folder, and then you can drop any PDFs, any things into that particular folder. So just make sure you save that, okay? So that's that. So this is like, let's please complete, you know, the remaining sections, and you know, complete the deposit, so we can really get you set up completely on the portal, and then I have everything also for the launch summit. So here is the opportunity, as I said, the Empower Me Now. This is the banner. We're going to be holding this virtual summit between 8th and 10th of July. And we're going to talk about, obviously, the different sections that we have in the portal. It's leadership, mental wellness, physical wellness, career coaching, and entrepreneurship. And it's a free one to join for, you know, potential customers, right? We have a link already, but obviously I need to add more information to that link. So that's going to be the link. Again, I'm going to send you this information, so you have that link. And what happens here is when you refer people, there is a box who referred you. So, you know, we have a way to actually track when you actually post on social media. We'll ask, you know, who referred you, and hopefully they put your name in it. If there is people in there that you know, haven't put their name in, we will actually just create pots, and if they purchase the portal, then we are actually happy to just distribute the profits through all the speakers as a thank you. Okay, so we'll do that. So here, obviously, you can see we need some more information. I just put in some holding information, right? Day 1, day 2, day 3. So that's what we really need to now nail. And here is a spreadsheet which you will get access to, and then say, okay, right, if we did like a mental wellness session, so it's always 2 sessions a day, so there's 3 days or 3 days. So it's Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday in that week, 2 p.m. and a 7 p.m. session. And they're all split out into small groups of speakers, and we have a theme. So I probably understand if you already say, oh, I already got something in the diary. I really can't make the leadership talk, and I'm actually in the section leadership on the Wednesday the 8th. Then no worries, we can actually have you as in the last session where we're going to have mixed group. So it's literally, you know, we'll have like I don't know, beat anxiety or get through uncertainty or something like this. If there's massive problems and people who should be going to the mental or be speaking at the mental wellness section can't make it, or like 3 or 4 of you can't make it, then we'll have to jiggle it around. Maybe you could just put your name in there anyway, say I want to be a speaker, and if you have an issue on that slot, you can maybe just put bracket, say I might not be able to do this. And if there's a lot of people say I can't do this, then we'll have to swap some of the sections around so the topics are on different days. But actually, I'll just put it in for now, like this. And here you will see it will ask you exactly these things I've asked you just before in the template, right? So the job title, your company name, the topic name, bullet points, you're going to cover 1, 2, and 3. So what are people going to learn when they come to your session? A short bio, 50 words, and then add your photo into this Google Drive. There is a link there, you can just put it in there. So that would be super useful. Then I have it on one page rather than having to go also to the different documents, you know, and the templates. I mean, I need it in the templates as well. Obviously, this is just a really, really high level information. So we can really structure the promotion and the pages. And obviously that goes into social media as well. So this is how to submit these materials. Okay, so basically you have a link here, the Google Drive link. I'll just demonstrate what I have put there. Basically, you will go here. This is the Summit folder. It's called Empower Me Now Virtual Summit. Here you have the overall kind of spreadsheet. And in order for you to automatically update this spreadsheet without having to download it and upload it again, so everyone has access to it like simultaneously, is actually to go press on it or double click, and then you open it with Google Sheets rather than downloading it. So then it opens it on your screen. You can do your amendments and it automatically saves it. Right? So I just put in number 1. And when I just close it, well, hopefully it worked. If I open it again with Google Sheets, it should have just put that number 1 in there. Yeah, just saved, right? So it's automatically saved. If you click down here, don't know if you can see that. So you have a two tabs. One is topics, the other one's promo plan. This is something we're going to help you and give you some resources. Like if you want to, can send out some emails, some follow-ups, some social media posts, we will put these resources together for you. This is our kind of like Sharon and my kind of promo calendar. If you want to follow that as well, if not, obviously it's up to you. This is what we're going to do on your behalf, and making sure we have lots of people coming to those sessions. We will send out 4 emails to our list, and if you have a list, that would be great. You could do that too. And we have obviously Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. So we have a pre-promo launch schedule. So we'll do like 2 weeks before the session. We'll start maybe next week. Then we have during the promo, maybe we'll we can then share some replays of people who have not turned up but they have registered for a place, and we could do all kinds of cool things, maybe do some screenshots and all that kind of stuff during the promo launch. And then we have a post-launch promo. Obviously we will tell them come and join the portal, right? And we will have like a special obviously early birds and all that kind of stuff happening. So we will have those kind of posts, and they will actually appear also on this Google Drive. Okay, so there is a section here. You go to the same one, so you have photos here, so you drop your photos in here, and the email and social media campaigns are going to be appearing in here too. Okay, so that's what I want to share about that. So here's a promo plan as just a screenshot as to what we're thinking. This is like a proper launch, ladies. This is proper.
Check. The speaker slot timing is what I think we landed on 7 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, about 7 minutes. Depends. I mean, we're saying that we'll maximum 5 people if we can. And yeah, then it'd be like an hour. We'll go for about an hour. So we need about 10 minutes to introduce people and the whole session, and maybe 10 minutes for Q&A and close out as well. So if we have 5 people, everyone, let's say, thinks about talking for 5 to 7 minutes, then I think we should be good. That's really very, very quickly what I want to get through. So we really would need this information from you, like by yesterday, because by the end of this week, honestly, because we need to finish off the registration page, because I really want everyone's slots in here and what they're going to talk about, and we can really sort of start promoting this full on from next week. Any questions?
Yeah, so the questions here are access to this sign-up sheet.
Yeah, so I'm going to just drop this link as well. Obviously, I was going to email it out too. Let me just put into the chat right now the folder. So that's probably sort of priority for the summit. Call it the summit folder. And then you can just book your speaker slot. So you open up this spreadsheet here, open it with Google Sheets, put your name and your job title and all the other stuff so I can introduce you, topic name, and a couple of bullet points and so on. Just make sure you kind of fill in all that. It should be fairly fast. Yeah, and then based on this, then you have more time. If you haven't filled in the template, if you haven't filled in section, these sections here, you know, you most likely haven't done most of the, apart from section 1. Section 3 obviously is now talking about webinars. Now you can take this info across and you know, and then put a bit more meat around it so that we can actually send out a newsletter, right? So, but you have more time for that, you know, like if you can do the spreadsheet by the end of this week, so I know which speakers, who we're going to have, where we have clashes in terms of timing, then we can sort that out by the end of the week. Okay, so you've got that now. Any more questions?
Sabine, can I ask something?
Sure.
Can I ask something?
Please do. Yes.
I've already put it in the comments, and Christine did as well. But what category would me and Christine come under?
Parenting.
Is there a parent? There isn't a parenting one there, is there?
No, we have very, very large buckets. I mean, you could say it's a bit of everything. You could be number 6, where we have a general sort of discussion. So number 6 is like a mixed group, or you could classify yourself, you know, even mental wellness, if you feel like you're catering the sanity of parents or sanity of children.
Okay, so either 6 or, because me and Christine can't do Wednesday at 2 o'clock, for instance.
Yeah,
So
then go with 6 and we have a mixed session.
Yeah.
But anyway, all the sessions will be recorded and all of the participants will be automatically enrolled into all of the workshops. So they could come to multiple workshops or just to those that they would like to see. But we'll always send out all the replays and with the highlights, like the 3 bullet points, so that, you know, if they see something interesting, they will be tuning in.
Okay, well, maybe then. Thank you.
Oh, that was a quick one, but it was a lot to cover. I know that. It's just so much going on. So we just need to kind of get it all completed. So we're almost at 1:30. Let's see if there's more people joining. Any more questions? Last minute questions?
The only one I can see here, Sabine, I think we covered all of them, but Emma says she can't get into the portal to check her content. It says she needs to purchase the package.
Okay, well, okay. I will make sure I sort this out. So in theory, when you go through that checklist in section 4, it will send you to that link to create the deposit, and it will automatically set up your profile for the portal as well, and it would email you a username and a password. So if that's not the case, then let me know. So that's how I set it up. In theory, it should all work together. Okay, so you have a username and password. Forward this to me and I will check it out. Okay, cool. Anjanita, you there? I'm excited.
Here.
I'm so excited, Anjanita. We have a workbook as well. So how do you want to play this? Shall I open up